One of the hardest hit areas after Katrina made landfall and the levees broke was Gentilly. Every single home in the Pontchartrain Park neighborhood, it was flooded.
It's a community built specifically for middle-class black families after World War II. Some feared it would never come back, but it did. In this month's Faces of Katrina, WDSU's Travers Mackle introduces you to the man who played a starring role in that comeback.
Gentilly looked like a lake after the London Avenue Canal broke and flooded that part of New Orleans following Hurricane Katrina in 2005. But 20 years later, it's back. Houses rebuilt, a golf course redone, a university reborn. And one familiar face was pivotal in all of that.
Hi, I'm Wendell Pierce, actor, producer, and neighborhood advocate.
Pierce has spent his career traveling the world playing roles on hit shows like The Wire, Jack Ryan, and Suits, and movies like Twilight, Thunderbolts, and Superman. But he grew up here in Pontchartrain Park. And on the Saturday before Katrina hit, he had just flown into town, went to his parents' home, and decided to take a quick nap.
And had I stayed, it would have been 20 feet of water that I would have been dealing with because I had decided to stay. But by the grace of God, I woke up and my parents were still packing the car. And I decided to go with them.
Pierce and his parents went to Vacherie, Louisiana, near Baton Rouge, to stay with family. Watching coverage on TV, he knew it was bad.
After the storm came through and the levees broke, the most frightening thing I remember hearing was, "This is the emergency broadcast system. This is not a test." Repeat, this is not a test. And I had never heard that before. And that was the scariest thing in the world because you're accustomed to hearing the test. And when I heard this is not a test, the levees have broken in New Orleans. And growing up in the city, you know what that means.
Water everywhere. 80% of New Orleans flooded.
And then as the water receded, another friend called me and he said, make sure that you're with your parents when they go back, because when they see it, it could kill them.
The day he took them home still sticks with him.
But it's like a death in the family. That's the thing I always tell people. And the memorabilia, and to not have, my mother had saved all the programs from plays and things I had done when I was younger. All of that was destroyed.
So many families found themselves in the exact same spot. Everything they owned, lost.
And we speak of Pontchartrain Park with reverence because it's hallowed ground.
Pontchartrain Park was developed after World War II, one of the first subdivisions designed for middle-class black families in the Jim Crow era.
It was the jewel of fighting for civil rights.
Former mayors Ernest and Mark Morial called it home, as did renowned musician Terrence Blanchard and, of course, Pierce.
He can't bear it any longer. He's going mad.
To help with the recovery efforts after Katrina, Pierce did Broadway-style plays in hard-hit areas and raised awareness whenever he could.
Ask him what? Why he doesn't put down his bags. Ask him, can't you?
But he knew he had to do more, especially after some plans called for the area to become green space.
We have to fight to make sure it comes back. And when they put out plans, and we all famously remember when they put the green dot over the neighborhoods, that was the motivator. People called around the country. It was a clarion call. Oh, hell no. You're not going to kick us out, take away our city. And my mother said, Wendell, you got us back. You got to help people come back. So it was a clarion call. It was a wake-up call for me, right? That to call all those of my generation to come back and rebuild the neighborhood that our parents' generation fought so hard for.
So that's exactly what he did.
1, 2, 3.
Leading efforts to help with builders, contractors, and insurance agents, making sure people had what they needed and could rebuild or build anew.
It was a short and difficult learning curve.
But one that was worth it, because years after the storm in 2020, all the hard work paid off. Pontchartrain Park was placed on the National Register of Historic Places, due in part to a man who played the most important role of his life, who says what he did way more important than any Emmy, Tony, or Oscar.
Some little kid is going to come up to me and say, Mr. Pierce, what did you do in New Orleans' darkest hour? And I wanted to have something to say. And now I can say. I put together a resident-initiated initiative, and we rebuilt our own neighborhood brick by brick, house by house, block by block, and restored something that was created by this Moses generation and given to us, this Joshua generation, that is now on the National Register of Historic Places, Pontchartrain Park.
Wendell Pierce, actor, activist, one of the many faces of Hurricane Katrina.